Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for my pickups for November. Haven't done a video in a while. I apologize for that. Just had to take a break. Work's been insanely busy, so I haven't really had time. Come home, collapse, and then I forget I don't even get a chance to watch a movie sometimes. I'm so tired from work. But anyway, definitely got this video for you. Show you what I picked up for the month of November. Now, I don't know about you guys, but November was, it was a hard time to get movies. Every time it would be in stock, you go on Amazon, out of stock. It's like, it just came out. Why is it out of stock? But of course, Amazon only gets a certain number. Everyone else is buying shit. So therefore, it just seems like stores are not putting them out on time. I don't know about you guys. For my Best Buy, if you go in like at 10:30 or like 11 o'clock to get, new releases, they don't put them out. I know people are not working, but still, come on, go to work, do what you need to do. But without further ado, I had a lot of movies late. Some of these were supposed to be in October, but I got them now. It's all right. And also, a lot of stuff I already ordered too hasn't come in yet. So the mail's been very slow too. So fortunately, I'll probably hopefully have my November other ones into December. Well, that's enough of my rambling. It's been over 1:30. Let's get on to show you what I picked up. First up that I got, off the site, Stinky Tuna, I figured I'm going to buy this movie. It has both of them in it. Only has a DVD for the first one. The second one didn't. And I figured, perfect time, I'll get it now. And the movies I'm talking about are Alligator and Alligator 2. Now, as soon as these came in the mail, I was super excited that, finally own this on a Blu-ray. Scream Factory released the same day the first movie on 4K Blu-ray and part 2 on a separate full release. Like, son of a bitch. You know how those collectors go. They're going to be all loaded with features. So again, I'm going to have to buy these movies again. But it's a good thing. I enjoyed the Alligator movies. I love them. So I don't mind buying this a third time. Hopefully I'll last. I never owned the original DVD. I do have the UK Anchor Bay double feature one, which I'll be keeping. But yeah, that was just a kick in the nuts on that. But again, us collectors, happens to us all the time. You find the DVD out there or maybe a bootleg, you're like, oh, never gonna get a release. Yeah, 3 days later, you get that release. Oh well. Next, I got this up pretty cheap. I don't know if I haven't seen it yet. And that's Anna and the Apocalypse. This is a horror comedy that takes place during Christmas time. So I'll be watching this during December. But it's also a zombie musical. I'm not a big fan of musicals, but I have several in the horror collection as is, so I'll get this one to watch. If anybody's seen this movie, let me know. I don't mind a musical here and there, but hopefully it's not that bad. You'll see. Next up, we have what's called Bad Candy. This is a cool horror anthology. It takes place during October. I got this late November, so fuck it, we're watching it. Why not watch a Halloween movie in November? The storylines were pretty cool. I liked how some of the stories played off. The evil jester, who's also known as, he's the character known as Bad Candy, was really cool looking. I like some of the stories in this. The final story is like the wraparound together as all together. I like that. And I just repeated together. I don't know why I did that. Rambling. Okay, so yeah, Bad Candy, if you like Halloween movies. I don't mind this one. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Got a cool little retro vibe to it. So yeah, this one's up to you guys. Next up, we have Barry. This looks like a cool giant killer teddy bear movie. Yeah. So I guess this one gets us and it's one of those big ass teddy bears. So I don't know if it's a person actually in a bear suit going around killing people, or it's an actual killer teddy bear. But it looks like a giant killer teddy bear. As you can hardly tell with the lighting in my room. That's what it looks like. So if anybody's seen Barry, let me know. I'll probably be watching that soon. Next up, I picked up cheap, called The Bell Witch Haunting. I think it's a found footage film. So why not? Thought it was pretty cheap online, so I figured I'll give that a shot. Speaking of cheap online, this was like $5 from Tribeca Films, The Bleeding House. I had this on my Amazon wish list for quite some time. Figured, you know what? It's $5. I think it was like $4.99, brand new. Get it? Didn't know it came with a slipcover. Same thing inside. Guess it's a guy goes to this house of this family, and the family's not the nicest family, I guess. They have dark secrets. So, yeah. If everybody's seen The Bleeding House, let me know. Next up from Vinegar Syndrome, excuse me, we have Boarding House. This was a shot on video type film. I think it was originally released by I think it was Code Red. Had this one, and then Slasher Studios put out the DVD, which I never had. So this is kind of cool. So let's see how this, I think this was 80s, was this movie? So yeah, don't quote me on that. But Boarding House, can't wait to dive into that movie. Okay, next up is a box set. What's that? Okay, yep, the box set is the Camille Keaton in Italy box set, put up by Vinegar Syndrome. And in this box set, these are all, if you're not familiar with Camille Keaton, she was in I Spit on Your Grave. You have, Sex of the Witch, Madeleine, and last is Tragic Ceremony. So, 3 films I'm not familiar with at all, but I think it's like Euro Sleaze horror films. So yeah, if anybody's seen any of these, please let me know. Box set is awesome from Vinegar Syndrome. They always do a great set. Again, there's the movies, if you're familiar. Put that over there for now. Next up, we have the redoing of Candyman. I did see this in the theater. I enjoyed it. I like the story. I like how everything played off. I know a lot of people didn't like it as much, but I had fun with it. My wife actually enjoyed it too. So I figured, let's give this one a watch in the theater. And we did. We had a good time with it. We both liked the story. We both liked, unfortunately, some of the kills are off screen, which are kind of eh. But other than that, there was a couple other weird twists. Love the ending. I thought that was really cool. And I hope they do more. So yeah, Candyman. Finally picked up, I had the original, but never had the remake of Cape Fear with De Niro and Nolte. So yeah, some more, it's like a thriller horror. Next up, I found super cheap, and I didn't know it was autographed, which I thought was pretty cool. That's part of the artwork. It's an old SRS release called Clay. Again, you can see it. It's all autographed with different names on here. I'm familiar with the director, so I saw his name on there. I even messaged him. I go, hey, look what I found. He's like, cool. So, not sure if this is like a clay figure, comes like kind of like a golem type movie. But if anybody's seen this one, let me know. Just got done watching this one. This was fun. Comedy of Terrors. This is with Vincent Price, Peter Lorre, Boris Karloff, Basil Rathbone. So we got all the classics in there. It's a fun little horror comedy. Vincent Price's character is funny. He's like the drunk asshole through the movie. Some more shot on video goodness. Can't wait to get this one to watch. Called The Crawling Brain. I always thought like The Crawling Eye, but now we actually have a weird type brain monster. Kind of reminds me of a Fiend Without a Face. So, can't wait to get this one to watch. Yeah, Crawling Brain. Next up, we have The Curse of Humpty Dumpty. What a stupid name. But this actually wasn't bad. With this one, a woman who has like Alzheimer's, their daughters come up, take her to a house. They go to an antique store, and they find this weird giant doll. And the mother also has flashbacks of some of her memories she had lost. And she's really owned this doll. She doesn't understand how, why, or why they got rid of it. But she said she had to buy it. So, of course, the seller said no. But it also magically reappears at the doorstep. And now this Humpty Dumpty character is going around killing certain people in the house. There's even like a lady who keeps coming. She's like a lost aunt. The reason why is because the house owner died, and it was like their father. And of course, she comes to visit, and she doesn't believe that the father got the rights or whatever it was. I don't remember for sure, but the demon comes to life, and you have yourself this weird Humpty Dumpty looking creature. The teeth are all fucking rubbery. You could tell it's like a mask. Like, man, that would have been cool if they actually moved. But for what it is, I'll take it. Next up, we have another box set. I got this super cheap. Each one was like $3.99, and the box set was like $1.99. We're talking about Demon Lord Dante. Now, what Demon Lord Dante is, 4 movies. What it does, it comes with the original, just the box set, the Demon Lord Dante movie, 1 through 4, and it has like a big insert. So when you buy it, it's pretty much like this. So you have to buy the rest separately, and then they all fit in the box set. So you just can't get the whole box set, I don't think. But don't quote me on that. So you got the next episodes of Demon Lord Dante. This is 5 through 7. This one is 8 through 10. And last is 11 through 13. It's only made 13 episodes. So if anybody's seen this anime, let me know. This looked pretty cool. I couldn't resist that being so cheap, just buying all these separately. And, yeah. The website was fucking sick, too. Okay, the next one is, I actually had the first one. I didn't know they released a part 2, so I can't wait to give it a watch. That is Fear Farm 2. Supposedly it takes place after the first Fear Farm. So after that ends, we get a sequel, direct sequel. So you have all the characters, certain characters returning. I dug the first one, so let's dig. Hopefully we'll dig the second one. Next up we have is The Final Patient. This looked interesting about this guy who happens to be like a doctor, and the kid falls underneath a tractor while these 2 med students are trying to help. He lifts up the tractor to save the kid. So these 2 med students, try to capture the guy and figure out what made him so super strong and everything. So yeah, that was one of those weird ones I found super cheap. Put up by Echo Bridge. If anybody's seen this one, let me know. I know you can get a lot of multi-packs and shit, so finding it for a separate solo price was good. Next, found finally cheap, came in a documentary called Hanging Shadows. I saw Mood 616's video a while back when he did his documentary shelf, and this was on there. And of course, I had this on my Amazon wishlist for quite a long time because it's out of print. And then one seller had it brand new for super low price. I said, fuck it, boom, buying it right then and there. So I guess it's all in Italian, which is fine by me. I can read and watch. But it's all Italian directors, so of course it has to be in Italian. So you talk about a lot of different, you have Argento, Bava, Solvay, Diodato, and a bunch more. So yeah, Hanging Shadows. That just sounds like a giallo in itself. Hanging Shadows coming to you. Next up is a multi-pack. I saw this for dirt cheap. Figured I like some haunting movies. They're probably all suck, but who knows. Called The Haunting Collection. There's 4 movies on this. Another Echo Bridge release called Occupied, Disconnected, America's Most Haunted, and House of Darkness, House of Light. That's the back right there if you want to pause and zoom or do what you need to do. So yeah, 4 movies for a super cheap price. If one's good, I'll be happy. But who knows? With my luck, they probably all suck. Oh well, it was cheap. Next up, I had to upgrade, and I had the DVD. So they got a release for Blue. I was like, yep, I'll do it. That, of course, is Insecula. Insecula is a cool, low-budget, independent giant bug movie. Yeah, this the artwork is just awesome alone. Look at that. So yeah, giant Insecula. There's the back of it. So definitely check it out if you like killer bug movies. Next up is It Came From Below. This is another creature feature about a guy who was in a spelunking expedition. Something attacks the group. He gets out, and it was the daughters of him. Say he's ranting. There's monsters in this cave. He only survived. And of course, the daughters and their boyfriends go to the cave to see if their dad is really that crazy. The movie was okay. There's a couple weird things happening. I like the monster itself. It's like an alien creature. Like if Descent had alien monsters in it. With one. But it's weird with the cult people. Like, I think the alien would call people in to make them work and go nuts. I don't know. But, yeah. It Came From Below. Not bad creature feature. Next up. Actually, this one surprised me. I thought it was going to be bad, but it was actually good. Called Jack in the Box. So it's a demon that lives in an old school Jack in the Box. And the person who opens it releases the demon. And the demon has to collect 6 souls. And then it will go away for good. Haunting the guy who opened, or her who opened the box. The demon looked really cool looking. And cool practical effects. Some good gore. I always like possessed items, possessed objects. So it's kind of like a haunted Jack in the Box. It's a big one, too. They are making a sequel. They are making a part 2 to this. And I can't wait to see how that works. And I was actually surprised that Jack in the Box was good. I thought it was going to be a stinker. Nope. This actually came yesterday. Haven't even opened it yet. But I was super stoked. From Synapse Films, we have the Steelbook of The Kindred. This is still sealed right now. I've got to open it and play with it and watch the film. So yeah, goodbye bootleg. Thank God this finally got released. This has been like years in the making for Synapse to put this movie out. I don't know, it took so long, but I can't wait to dive into this. The artwork itself is sick. I can't wait to give that one a spin. Next up, from Vinegar Syndrome, we have The Last Matinee. This also comes with Frankenstein, Day of the Beast. So you have both on there. I think it's like a modern day Giallo. That's the Last Matinee trailer artwork. I thought that's pretty cool. I wanted to see this one, so if anybody's seen The Last Matinee, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Oh, that goes down there. Another Vinegar Syndrome we have is The Laughing Dead. This looked pretty cool. Don't know much about it, so it's a blind buy. Figured, why not? These hidden gems come out of nowhere from Vinegar Syndrome. So I figured, go for it. Next up, I've seen this movie twice when it was on HBO Max, and that is Malignant. I really love this movie. I thought this movie was awesome. I love the way the killer looked. I love the storyline, how it played out. Insane body count is crazy. So yeah, I really enjoyed Malignant. Another upgrade, we have Mansion of the Beyond. I have the old Full Moon DVD, which I think is cut, and this one is now uncut, and it has some extra stuff to it. I'm going to have to do a comparison between the two on the DVD, but I heard this is actually a better version of that DVD they released. We'll give it a shot. Anothervayner Syndrome. We have Nothing Underneath. That's like another type slasher. Double feature with Too Beautiful to Die. Some more blind buys. So that's the other side of the slip. I guess a killer with giant scissors, maybe. So yeah, if anybody's seen these, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Next up we have is The Oracle. I never thought this would get a Blu-ray. This is put out by Media Blasters. If you're familiar with the director, she does some weird ones like I think it was The Lurkers, Primal Fear combo that Vinegar Syndrome put out. This movie with a like a transgender type serial killer. He or she goes around to kill people, and there's like a weird monster and weird people being possessed and a weird tarot cards and shit. This was just so bad it's fun. So I definitely recommend it. I actually upgraded the DVD to that. Okay. From Arrow, we have Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. Holy shit, this got a Blu-ray. I can't, and a sane edition too. It's like 3 discs, hard box. I remember watching this on TV way back when it came out. Loved it. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight. From the horror pack, we have Scream Test. Found it cheap on eBay. Looks cool, like a little slasher. Next, I was watching Venom 76's update video. He was showing off his whole collection. So go check out his channel, guys, Venom 76. And I wrote some I wrote some titles down. And this one caught my eye, called Silent but Deadly. Jason Mewes as a killer. Okay. I guess they're doing a film crew, and Jason Mewes is kind of like a slow guy. He's got a pet goat. Well, they kill the goat to feed everybody, and he goes on a killing spree. It looks like a bad, gory film. Why not? Next up, we have Spore. The Spore. Cool, maybe fungal type movie. Next up is the next edition of Starship Troopers. Traitor of Mars. I think this is animated. So, if anybody's seen this one, let me know. Alright. Another upgrade for Vinegar Syndrome. The summer of '84. This is awesome. These kids think the cop is a serial killer, so they track him down and everything. And of course, yeah, pretty good film. Highly recommend it. Cool '80s vibe. Definitely had the upgrade. Awesome movie. Check it out. Next up, another independent film from 3B Video, and we're talking about Tapehead. If you're looking at this artwork, it's like a throwback to Friday the 13th Part 8. So yeah, it's actually called Tapehead. No, about people working in a video store. These 2 guys kill he's a very slow, mutated kind of guy. He's got a very soft spot in his head. So they drop a bunch of tapes on him. It kills him. They bury him. He comes back to life with a cursed VHS rewinder. It kills the guys, and he disappears. Well, these new guys come in to open up their own movie store. They play with the rewinder, and of course summons Tapehead to come after them. Fun movie. Very fun. Next up, finally, we got a cool Blu-ray of Ticks. Yes, this movie's awesome. I never had the other Blu-ray that was out of print and insane to find. I had the DVD, thank God, even though that DVD is still out of print. But Vinegar Syndrome releasing this on a Blu-ray 4K. Yeah, even has a slip within a slip, which is the old school Blu-ray right there. Hard plastic cardboard sleeve. So a sleeve within a sleeve. Ah. All right, last 2. From another Stinky Tuna, we have The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. This is only like an Amazon movie, so if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it free. If you don't, I have it, but I love this movie. I thought it was a cool creature movie. I wanted a physical copy, so of course there's no physical copy of it at this time. So I'll grab this version. So if you like creature features and shit, and Chris Pratt, it's pretty good. And last is actually another upgrade. Horror pack, released Y. Y was a cool slasher, but a woman who goes to like a cabin in the woods with her boyfriend on the way. She's a writer, and she's getting stalked by some hooded character with an axe. And he goes from and they're on a mountaintop, so there's other houses getting attacked. Fun movie. I definitely actually recommend Y. Why ask why? Don't know why. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my end of the month haul. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. If there's ones that you've seen, haven't seen. And again, thank you again for watching. Stay tuned for more. Later, guys. Stay safe. Peace.